Good evening to you all. I would like to warmly welcome you to this evening's presentation. When you join, kindly indicate your name and where you are joining us from so we can warmly welcome you. I am Irene Martha Planch, the CEO for Saccharine Pharmacy, as well as the Regional Director for the Department of Social Welfare and Community Development. So as and when you indicate your name, we would welcome you. This evening, we are going to be discovering a new service that everybody that uses a smartphone would need. We'll also be looking at a project that is associated with a US technology service. In fact, the knowledge that will be accrued here this evening can be used to build your capacity in your job, in your education, and in your marriage. We'll be looking at a network of over 8,000 people across the globe. We are in 156 countries currently, and then you will be part of this wonderful community. We would also be looking at how to generate income from this project. This community I'm talking about is called GotBackUp. Growing up, yes, I can see somebody join us. Tyson Bruno, you are welcome, welcome, welcome from Zambia. You are warmly welcome to this evening's presentation. Yes, so in continuing, growing up, we all had dreams. We had wonderful dreams of how we want our lives to play out. We want to buy nice cars, we want to put up nice buildings, we want to go on vacations. I remember sometimes you sit outside and you see nice cars passing, then you be pointing, oh, this is my car, that is my car. And then life happens. You start your job, get your first salary, and then you realize that no, the salary is not enough to help you achieve your dreams, and then you start shrinking your dreams. But hey, hold on, don't shrink the dreams any further. Yes, we have Emmanuel Yeboah joining us from Nkasem. Emmanuel, you are welcome. Don't shrink the dreams any further, because this evening we are going to help you to not just dream, but to achieve your dreams. You are going to dream and then achieve the dreams as well. To help me discuss this momentous momentum, I have with me Madam Epiphania Enyonam. She is a nurse and an entrepreneur. She is going to take us through the first global trend. I have Lusaka in our midst. You are warmly welcome, welcome, welcome. Indicate your names. We want to acknowledge you. So tell us where you are connecting from. Augustina from Accra, you are welcome. Augustine from Accra, you are warmly welcome. Well, Madam Enyonam will take us through the first global trend, after which Dr. Koe, he is a lecturer in 4 different universities. He's a lecturer in Ghana, in South Africa, and in the UK. He is an expert in artificial intelligence, and not just artificial intelligence, he's also an expertise in data analytics. He does machine learning and robotics. He will take us through the second global trend. And so, Madam Enyonam, if you are ready, we would want you to take us through the first global trend. What is it about? We would want to know. So, guys, stay glued to your devices. Get a pen and a paper. Write down things. Don't just listen. Write down, and you would be glad you joined us this evening. Madam Enyonam, over to you.
Thank you, Boss Lady Irene. It's lively hearing your voice once again. It's so exciting. Thank you for this opportunity and welcome to everyone. So this is another time to rejuvenate ourselves. This is a relaxing atmosphere. So just relax as we take you on this ride to get an understanding that will add to your life. So yes, as she has said, we have dreams. We all have families we've come from, and all we want to do is what? to improve the life of those around us. God Backup is saying that they want to add to your life so that what? You empower people around you, your family and friends, add to their lives. Why? Because we all had dreams as we were growing. Then as we start growing, we realize that reality dawns in and we start cutting down on our dreams. God Backup is saying that those dreams we've buried, bring it alive again. What you said, the goals you said you achieve in a particular age, it doesn't matter whether you bypassed it or not, revive it and they will help you fulfill those dreams. The dreams are what? To live in the poshest part of your city, to take your children to the best of schools, or what? To invest in things. But the issue is that what we get is not enough. God Backup is saying that they are here to help you revive those dreams. Yes, you have good work ethics, but it doesn't matter what effort you put in, because the system you've been putting, it's been straitjacketed that no matter the effort you put in, it's like that. But God Backup is saying that they are putting you in a system that will help you fulfill your dream, because they also wanted to fulfill that dream. They had to move. They started in Gothenburg, Quebec in 1997. In 1997, they started their dreams in Gothenburg, Quebec, and they had to move to Texas, USA, and bought a land for themselves. And it's a data center that 100% belongs to them. How are they going to help you achieve your dreams? They are saying that they are riding on two global trends that cannot fail. The first one is what? You have a phone right now, or you are either watching us on your laptop or your phone. Those are the two things you may be using, or maybe your TV. It's still data, and they all generate what we call data. If you type A, it's data that is generated. If you take a picture, it is data that is generated. If you write a message, it's a data that is generated. And this has led to people buying multiple phones. Phones will not go down. It will keep increasing in number as the years pass by. And as they do that, they generate what we call data. And we know data generation has gone through trends. First, we used to write on paper. There was nothing like internet to help us preserve our data. Then we started using pen drive, floppy disks, then what? Diskettes, then it went to pen drive, hard disks, and now we are in the era where we call what? Cloud storage. And in cloud storage, money is spent there. In 2022 alone, $90 billion was spent on cloud storage. We are in 2025 now. Look at it, 166, and in the next 5 years, it's going to almost $500 billion. This is money. And would you be surprised if we tell you that less than 30 companies are in this industry? And do you think that you will not take picture again? No, we will all take. We'll all keep taking pictures, and that is where data generation come. Data will be generated and it needs money to drive it, and God Backup is one of those companies. Your phone you are holding right now, yes, you use it for alarm, you use it to what? Navigate your way when you don't know. That is what we use Google Map on it. They are all data. We depend on our phone so much. It's even closer than our spouses. If you are going somewhere and you forgot to pick your phone, will you go back and pick your phone, or you go on the journey? If you go back, put one in the comment section. If you continue your journey, just put two, and let's see the number of people who will go back to it. Let me tell you, I will go back to my phone, because if I'm without my phone 30 minutes, a lot of things can go wrong. So we depend on our phone, we read on it. Students depend on it more than anything. It becomes their life. If you don't have a phone, you are cut off the way. You will lose money, you will lose people. There are a lot of things you can lose if you are not. And this is where I tell people addiction has two things. Either it destroys your life or it enhances your life. Phone has come to enhance our life. If only it helps us speed up our life. And that is where phones have become very, very relevant to us. So if you don't have a phone, how long can you survive? How many days? Just put in the comment section. How long can you be without your phone and still feel comfortable in yourself? Put it in the comment section. So phones are very, very important in our lives. And that is where what data is very important. Our data is relevant because we use phones. So now, the problem with phones is that someone is saying 0 hours, they can't live without it. The problems we have with phones is that our phone, when something happens to it, someone is saying 2 minutes, they will survive only 2 minutes. When we lose our phone, the data on our phone, it's one of the painful things. I have lost over 6 years of data and I'm feeling it up till now. As soon as your phone falls, you may lose it. Some people's phones are so delicate like that. It said 45% of cell phone what users, they damage their phone accidentally. And our phone screen, we all experience it. Phone screen get cracked even more than this, I believe. And the second trend, which we all feel a pinch of, is what? Getting additional stream of income. This one, no one tells you that, should tell you that your salary alone is not enough. America, that is known to be the land of the dream, that you can find all the good and beautiful things there. There are people who do not depend on one stream of income. A lot of people. And young people, people will think that they shouldn't even be working, which we call the Gen Z generation. They are doing multiple things that bring them other streams of income. And that is how relevant it has been. So if America, that one of their money, $1, will give you multiples of your currency, if they are adding additional, what says that we here shouldn't do it? This is why these two trends are very relevant. No matter where you are in the world, it helps a lot if you decide to do anything in these two trends. It is very sustainable, and GotBackUp has leverage in these two trends, and that is what they are saying, that they will, if you ride with them, they would help you fulfill it. And surprisingly, GotBackUp, even though the company started in 1997, GotBackUp started in 2023. And in 2023, April that they started, 2 years, we are in what? 156 countries. Ghana was the 82nd country in the world. Would you agree with me that by the end of this year, we can cover the 195 countries of the world? Put it in the comment section if you agree with me. So this is one of the things that are riding everywhere in this world. You can decide to start any country. And what is GotBackUp? I've told you, GotBackUp has its leverage in the cloud storage industry. Abi, I hope you've heard of, today I'm speaking this thing, how do we call it, the crew language. You you can say that you've heard of what? Dropbox, iCloud, or Google Drive. Who hasn't heard of any of this? If you haven't heard of this, just put it in the comment section. Either we are using it or we know someone using it. If you are using an Android, you are using Google Drive. If you are using what? iCloud, then you are using what? iPhones. So these are trends that then Google and GotBackUp is also there. It helps you possess a space in the cloud for yourself. So GotBackUp is here, and we are going to tell you the benefits over the other cloud storages that we know about. So let's see what it's really about. GotBackUp is saying that 6 good terabytes, they will give you 6 good terabytes, and you can share it with 5 other people. making 6 users, and all you pay a year is what? $100 a whole year. When you go to iCloud, they will give you the same thing for let's say $420 a year, the same thing. And when you go to Dropbox is giving only one user for 6 terabytes, and they are collecting almost $400 for it. And Google Drive, that is very common, 5 users and they will give you $300. So look at it. When you use GotBackUp, you are actually cutting costs and saving money for your own self, but still having lot of space. So what is the advantage of GotBackUp over all this? I've told you one already. You'll get 6 users at a lesser cost. And the beautiful thing that I love about GotBackUp is that it doesn't matter the type of phone or laptop you are using. The operating system, it works on it, so you can actually connect all your devices to this GotBackUp without buying maybe iCloud or Google Drive differently. You are able to get that. Then the beautiful thing is that your system automatically backs up. So you decide whether you want it to do automatic or manual. It is all up to you. But you can set it and forget about it. Then what? You can use as many devices as you want. And you can access it anywhere you want. What is the most what people worry more about is the security state of GotBackUp. GotBackUp is among the top secure clouds you can use. It has a system that you will need. It's the highest of the system, military graded, that CIA and the rest also uses, because it protects it. What am I talking about? It has an encryption that is what, 256 bits. It means that if you want to crack into someone's cloud, which is GotBackUp, you would have to collect 256 characters in line before you can do that. Even the 124, it has never been done. So this one, it's virtually impossible to do it. That is how secure it is. And the beautiful thing is, I told you before, the data center belongs to virtual global opportunity 100%. No, nothing has been, no loan to take it. Everything 100% paid for. And they have plug-in systems that you can use, which is what? For instance, you don't have Word on your device. You can actually use this to open Word documents on your device, edit it, use audio, change the language. There are many things you can use. And also, what if you can't speak a language, you can translate into another language and send to people. That's the beautiful thing about this. And the other nice thing about this is that GotBackUp says, yes, this, they recognize that this is a business, so they are giving you an emailing system that people would have paid for. People pay like 500 for. You can send bulk emails to about 20,000 people at the same time, and each of the people will receive the emails saying, "Dear Kwame, dear Obarita, dear Alex." So you can decide to choose whether the person's full name, the people's full name, or what, their first names. You can decide whatever name you want. So they will receive it personally, and you can automate. For instance, we are celebrating Easter. If you have this, you could have sent email to your customers telling them Happy Easter, Blessed Good Friday. Every occasion, you can set it for the next 20 years or even more, and it will keep delivering at the specific time and date you specified in the email, in the system for it to be released. This is what we call the lead capture system, and GotBackUp is giving that one to us free. So at this juncture, I want to end here and invite someone who can give you more gist about how you can leverage and make a solid income stream for from this. So they've introduced Prof to you, Dr. Kweku Ohenia Sari. He is a professor in UG, University of Ghana, and 3 other universities. He's currently in London, and he'll come and break this down for you. And he's a board member, a member of GotBackUp too. So he can give you a brighter light on what you need to do so that what you start making a solid income stream here. Prof, please, you can take over.
Thank you so much, Madam Mrs. Enyanam Epifania Sefenu. She's a very wonderful woman. She's one of the gigantic ladies I've ever worked with. She's a very super-minded woman. You know, there are not many people like that. People whose mind are positive no matter the challenge. You know, no matter the challenge. People who, the kind of Margaret Thatchers, the Yasantoas, there's feisty people. People who want to make an impact in the lives of other people. They are going through challenges. For example, she's supposed to put a deadline on her write-up, on her thesis and several things, but she's left it and sacrificing her time for that. They are rare people like Mrs. Enyenam. So ladies and gentlemen, join me in thanking her for taking us through the service of GotBackUp. I appreciate her so much. She's a wonderful lady in all the things that she does. And also Irene, who started the whole program by being the MC. Irene is a wonderful, she's a CEO of a pharmaceutical company. CEO of a company. She's the owner and the director of the company. And yet these women, have you observed that I'm the only man among the women? Okay? These women are just changing the lives of many people. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you a story that a CEO told me, the CEO of GotBackUp, Joe Therium, told me 3 days ago. If you are hearing GotBackUp for the first time, do it with your life. I won't lie to you, and I'm going to tell you why. You see this phone that you are having? A lot of people don't believe that this phone will ever help them to make income. A lot of people don't know. I have a friend in Sweden. He makes $170,000 every month from just using the phone, nothing else, just the phone. I have a friend in the US. He makes $218,000 just using this mobile phone. You too, you are using this mobile phone. Why are you not making at least $1,000 from that? Why? The reason is because we have not been taught how to use the phone to our advantage financially. So anytime I see somebody is having an iPhone or an Android phone, and the person is complaining the economy, I know that the person has not been taught how to leverage on the phone that you are using. Ladies and gentlemen, I make more income with my phone than my own salary. And the reason why these things are happening, I'm a professor of artificial intelligence, data analytics, cloud computing. And this organization is about cloud storage. You are storing your data in the cloud. Let me tell you why this is going to blow. You see your phone that you have right now. Some years ago, we used to buy 256 memory card, 512 memory card, and 1 terabyte of memory card. These days, you don't even get them. In fact, if you are having a phone right now that you have to put in memory card slot, you are using an archaic phone. The phone is archaic, I'm telling you. Because as we speak, they are going to erase all of those phones from the world. This phone I'm using, it doesn't have any memory card slot. Everything is inbuilt. But what they're about to do is that they want you to store everything on the phone. In fact, what they're about to do now is not to even store it anymore on the phone, but to store it in the cloud attached to the phone, attached to the laptop. That is why you may see that people like Elon Musk has created a Starlink, which is now in Africa, in about 17 countries in Africa, which is driving several people to use the internet at a faster speed of the world. You remember some few months ago, people said MTN has gone bad, Vodafone has gone bad, the network was so bad because the cables have gone into the sea and the cables are not properly connected the way they are supposed to connect. You remember these things were actually discussed there. Unfortunately, it was not possible to actually connect because that was a very bad system in which people were being connected. Now, it is possible to use the internet at a faster speed. And that is where you can make money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how you can make $1,000 with your phone every month. Not cedis, dollars. And this approach, a lot of people are not aware. And yet many people are using the phone, but you can't use the phone when you're not earning income. Let me tell you why I decided to be part of the project, even though I'm using this. First of all, the service is good because Dropbox is not as cheap. I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. Over the 13 years, Dropbox was giving me only 2 terabytes. GotBackUp gives me 6 terabytes. Dropbox was not allowing me to share with 6 people. GotBackUp allows me to share with 6 people. And there are several other benefits. For example, Enyanam speaks about the fact that you can send a message to about 10,000 people. Everybody will get the same message. You know, WhatsApp will allow you to send a message to only 5 people at a go. This one, it can allow you to send message to 10,000 people at a go. Think about that. So if you have a company with clientele, this is how it can be powerful. All these are the price. The service alone is at the price of $100 a year, not a month, a year. That is 2,000 Ghana cedis a year. It's cheaper than Uber. I make more money than someone who is Uber driver, more than 30 times. You don't go back up. Meanwhile, the amount of money I pay every month, if you have to divide the money into month, is 166 Ghana cedis every month. A lot of people don't know this. You see, when you divide the 2,000 by 12 months, you take your phone. Sometimes people don't know how cheap this thing is and yet how good it is. Divide 2,000 by 12 months. That is 166 Ghana cedis every month. Oh, pay le chinkafa na wele buburubu. 166 Ghana cedis is the cost of using the service. And yet, the amount of income you can make, there are some here, I'll be showing you. There are some here making $1,000 a month, $500 a month, $200 a month, $6,000 a month, $7,000 a month, $10,000 a month in this project. All of them are paying 166 Ghana cedis a month or $2,000 a year. Wisdom is the ability to see the obvious when it's a secret. You see the way people are happy? People are in a happy mood, chilling mood. Tuesday will come. What will happen? You see that so many people, after all the happy, you see that many people have recoiled now into their shell. They've come into the broke life again. They've squandered and spitiated their income level. And now they keep saying, Charlie, it's not easy. Charlie, it's not easy. Why are they saying it's not easy? Because they have come to see the financial, mediocrity that has befallen them. Please don't let that happen to you when you have a phone. You can earn at least $1,000 in this project. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. But please remember that you cannot depend on your salary alone. Even if you depend on that salary, you'll be stressed. I know a banker. That guy is stressed. I told him that, Kojo, you're going to die. I said, Doc, the guy died last 2 years. He was stressed. So many people are stressed. We work and work and work. At the age of 60, that is when one of friendly diseases become our friends. Talk to our parents. Some of them will tell you my asthma, as if it's for them. My hypertension, my diabetes. Meanwhile, at that age, that is when you need more income to go to the hospital. Dark times can slap you, whether there's Christmas, there's Easter. In fact, just today, I was told that, my former landlord is dead. Anything can happen. That times, if you were to get a call today, they tell you that an emergency, they need an emergency $5,000 because your family member is lying somewhere that is not good at all. If they don't get that $5,000 right now from you, that person is going to die, ladies and gentlemen. $5,000. If you multiply that by 16 Ghana cedis, that's 80,000 cedis. Where will you pull that cash? I told a certain doctor, he told me that, Doc, okay, meaning that they will kill him. That family member who is dying, they will kill him first before they kill the family member. It is hard for so many people to pull out even 10,000 immediately, 20,000 immediately, than to talk about 80,000. Have a backup. Dig your well before you are thirsty. In the heat of this enjoyment, tomorrow, a lot of people are going to go to the beach, going to mess up turbulent things, rough things, mess up things. Dark times can hit you. Dark moments can slap you. And that is why it's always good, even when you are doing the job, do the job. Don't stop the job. Do the job. But have something that you control, because a job you don't control. If you die today, your family will not be getting your salary. But if you have a project and you die today, your family will continue to eat from your pain. Wisdom is knowing the obvious when it's a secret. So how can you become part of GotBackUp? The first thing to do is to get a service. Once you get a service, you become a member of the community. We have a beautiful community, and you are going to see how beneficial the community is. Once you become a member of the community, the next thing you got to do is use the service. Log in and always check at least once a week, check to see that the thing is running. 3, tell your friends, families, co-workers, acquaintances, people who are chilling tomorrow like this. Tell all of them you have an incredible message for them. They will tell you what is the message. Bring them to our channel. We will educate them for you. That's it. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. GMT, we will do this presentation on a Zoom. Bring them all, 5 p.m. educate them, baptize them in the sea of good GotBackUp. It's done. Meanwhile, you should be learning the information that will be given you. You should be learning to the point that you can be presenting what I'm presenting now. You see, ladies and gentlemen, in order to build a tall building, you need to have a deep foundation. You know that. So when you become member of the GotBackUp, learn. We have a tool. We call something the serious code of practice. Learn the nitty-gritties of how to execute a project. If you learn, you see, when you remove the word learn, you remove the L, you get N. So learning leads to earning. Once you are learning the process, you connect your people to us. We will educate them for you, but don't sit down and fold your arms. Please learn. As you learn and learn, your mental gymnastics will be enhanced. You will become knowledgeable about what we have. You will learn. There are several things you will learn that will even benefit you yourself. It will benefit your mental approach of learning. It will benefit your academic. It will benefit your marriage. It will benefit your business. It will benefit so many things because we teach you how to talk. We teach you how to think. We teach you how to reprogram your mindset, okay, and how to move in levels, how to bear endurance, how to be able to create a stamina of mental, fortitude. We teach you all of that. So it will help you in other areas. Now, how much do you make? Let Let me show you some of the incomes you can make when you become a member of the GotBackUp family. There are 7 different incomes that one can earn in GotBackUp. Income number 2 up to number 7, you get it every month. Just to give you the idea of that, that income could be between $200 and $200,000 a month. I'm not going to go into the details of that, okay? We have several videos that explain that. I'm just going to go into income number 1 and show you how income number 1 alone can make you get at least $1,000 if you follow the approach. Income number 1 alone is the smallest income, by the way. But if you follow that alone can earn you $1,000 every month. Of course, you got to work. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be lottery. You got to do the work that I will show you. So let's see how income number 1 works. Income number 1 works in such a way that yours is to tell as many people, not about GotBackUp. You just tell them that you have an incredible message for them. When they ask you what is it, if you have learned the presentation like we have learned, you give them the presentation yourself. But if you have not learned, no problem. Bring them to us. We will educate them. See, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes people forget that when we educate them, it's not by force that they have to be part of us. You're educating them. It's like evangelism. When you evangelize, it's not by force the person should come and serve God. So yours is to detach yourself from the reaction of the person. And that's what we do. But we got to make sure that we are educating a lot of people. So you give us a lot of people. Every day, give us 20 people. Just send them the message. I have an incredible news for you. Would you like to know it today or next year? All of them will tell you today. Just connect them to us. Once we talk to them, out of that 20 people, I guarantee you one of them is going to come on board immediately. The others will not come on board immediately. They will come on board all right, but it will take some time. Some will take 2 months, some will take 1 month, some will take 1 year, some will take 5 years. It doesn't matter. Detach yourself from forcing people. No, you don't have to force people to be that. Yours is to educate them. But look, even if one person comes on board each day, you will get $50. Now, to get $50, you got to be willing to send that message to more than 10 people a day. Don't give them the details. Let us give them the details. Once the first person comes on board, you'll be paid $50, and this payment is given to you within 1 minute. When the person has become a member, you will get $50 a day on one person. $50 a day, the next person. $50 a day, each person. So imagine you're getting $50 each day. And Dr. Joanna, if she's here, she says that she did just a few people, and then she got like $700. Okay, even before adding the monthly income. She says, goodness me, doc, this thing can really pay. Imagine you get $50 a day, $50 a day, 30 days, that is $1,500. That is 23,000 Ghana cedis every month. If you are earning 22,000 Ghana cedis a month, your sneezing level can change. If you have been sneezing, it can change to because that is an income many doctors and professors never earn. It doesn't matter how many years they actually work. That is income number 1 alone. I've not spoken about income number 2, number 3, number 4. For example, income number 2 and 3, tier 1 and tier 2, you could earn between $20 and $200,000 on this alone. Generational income, you could earn between $50 all the way up to $200,000. Okay, dynamic compression income, cycle match, all of these are other incomes that we don't want to go into the details of them. These are the real residual benefits. These are the incomes you even get, even when you yourself have not done heavy work. But other people all over the world, whatever they are doing, you are getting that income. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not only income you get. Let me show you something else you get. You'll be seeing very soon that there are several other things you get, which is more than income. Income is nothing. Income is just a means to an end. But you see that there's something more than that. But before that, what is the cost of being a member of this program? Well, the entire value ideally is $2,000. That is entire value. The total cost of everything is $2,000. But the company gives it all to us at $119.97 together with the software. So remember that the software was the $99.97, the $100. So you are only adding $20 to that. And you get the software, the services, the community, the income, and every other thing. This is yearly. It's not even monthly. It's still yearly. $120 is $2,000. If you like, you check. It's still that $2,000 I was talking about. Is it expensive? Now, if this is expensive, then it's going to be hard for you. Because we're talking about 166 Ghana cedis a month. And this is going to pay you about 22,000 cedis every month if you follow the principle. Of course, if you sit down and fold your arms, you get nothing. If you do a little, you get a little. If you do something, you get something. If you do more, you get more. If you do abundantly, you get abundantly. But that is better because so many people are doing abundantly in their job and they are still not getting abundantly. Some people are working more than their bosses, but they're not getting more than their bosses. In fact, if you work more than your boss, will you earn more than your boss? Put it there for me, please. If you work more than your boss, will you earn more than your boss? Unless he is dead, but he's not dying this year or next 10 years. So you got to put in that effort in here so that you can take an advantage of your advantage. Now, please watch this. It is interesting to know that we have a service everyone can afford. I have a friend who is a security man. He's making 500 cedis. I told him about this, and then you know what the guy said? He says, my only salary is 500 cedis. How am I going to be able to afford this 2,000 cedis? I told him to go and borrow. He says, what if I can't pay? You see, that principle of what if, that is the reason why we normally stand at where we are. I told him, go to your 5 friends. Tell each one of them to give you 400. That will add up to the 2,000. Start this thing. I will help you to do the business. He did it. After he got that, now, because he was connecting the people to me and I was talking to them, he was getting the people registered. He got, within the first month, he got the money. He didn't even get 2,000. He got our 6,000. Then he went to pay the money to these 5 people. 2 of them were people he had registered themselves. So one of them said, oh, you don't need to give me the money. For you to introduce this project to me, keep that 400 that I gave you. And the other one too said the same thing, keep that 400. So only 3 of them that he paid the money for. Today, he wants to quit his security. I said, don't quit. Keep on doing your security and do this and combine the 2. After a while, then you cannot make a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter your situation if you really want to make something, because the thing is that nothing good comes cheap. Everything is hard anyway. So if you say that I'm not going to be able to do that, what are you going to be able to do? The world that you are living in is an unfriendly place, I'm telling you. You are paid in dollars. You're paid in, people will squander money and they will go back to ground zero. You don't want to be in a situation like that. You want to always, see, you are eating every day. So you got to be earning every day. That's how life is. You can't be eating and be earning only monthly. Why do you earn only monthly when you're eating monthly? You got to be eating every day and be earning every day. That is how the wealthy mind think. And when I say wealth, I'm not talking about income. I'm talking about the sum total of your integrity and loyalty and knowledge and wisdom. Now look at some of the income people are earning here. These are Ghanaians. In 2024, October, people were earning $3,970 every month. This was a text message that hits a Stanbic bank account. Okay, this year, 2025, in March, people were earning $5,425 every month. People are earning $7,000. Now, of course, you will not earn that immediately. because you have not been everybody and his strength, but at least it gives you the idea of the potential if you work that way. You two were created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is creative. You can't remain like this till the end of the year. You have suffered too long. You have suffered. My Nigerian friend will say, you have suffered. Now, these are the people who are in Africa who are championing. I'll tell you about this guy, okay? Kelvin. Kelvin just started somewhere around November, December, this project. He came because he was hungry, humble, coachable, teachable. He came all in, and he has risen to the enviable spirit rank of a sapphire. He is taking his project to a whole African continent level. Ladies and gentlemen, the number of people in Africa who are doing this project are not even up to 1,005. We are in 156 countries, so. And yet, not even up to 1,005 are doing the project. So you are among the early bird. You watching me, you are among the creme de la creme. Don't blow it. Now let me go to the panelists here and ask them some of the benefits that they have gotten when they have become part of this GotBackUp here. So let me go to, I know Fulara has been in the backstage. Fulara, I'm adding you here. I hope your camera will be showing because it's yet to show. You can turn off the camera and then turn it on, okay? Because right now it's not showing here. But let me go back to Enginam, you have seen the benefits of GotBackUp in terms of the service. What are some of the things about the services that really helps you to you don't even get in the other services?
Yeah. One of the biggest is the size of the space. It is so big such that when I'm taking pictures or taking videos, I don't even think about it, because it's like you have a very big mansion and you are occupying only one room. It makes it so easy to download things, put things there. And the beautiful thing is that things you save there, you don't need to download it on your device before viewing it. You can actually watch it. So if you have movies you like, you can keep it on the cloud, just open it and watch it in your cloud without downloading it on your phone. This is one of the unique, interesting things I've seen about this cloud, that I use
Good.
the space easily. I like it
I
so
love that.
much.
I love that. Now let me come to you, Fulara. The GotBackUp community is not just about the service and the money. There's something beyond the money. Tell us some of those things that you have observed. Is Fulara around? Okay. So let me pose that to you. What are some of the benefits that you see beyond the income, beyond the service?
Yeah. And one of the things that I keep saying is that wherever you are going in this life, all you need is information. The only difference between you now and what your dreams are is the information you get there. Because just mention whatever dream you have. What has people not done before? Everything you may want, others have done it. The only difference between you and that person is that they had an information that helped them to get to where they are. And this community that we are in, we have people of different status, different categories, that we share information so freely. People actually pay for those things that they get, but they give it to us freely. It is in my workplace, it won't be easy like that. That everyone is competing, trying to be the best. So when they have access to information, they won't give it to you freely. It's not like that. But this
Mm,
community, every little information someone has to become better, they share it so wholeheartedly. It gives them some level of satisfaction to do it. For instance, pros have gone through mentorship that he paid huge amount of monies for. I've witnessed some of them. and he gives it to us freely. Others outside this community actually pay for that information, but every day he is giving it to us for free. And this is one of the amazing things I find about this community. No matter what level you will become in the next whatever years, it is how you build yourself, and this community helps us build each other up. You need people to grow wherever you want to be, and it is these people and the type of communication you have with them that will help you get there faster or slower. And this community, one guarantee I have is that we push each other to become better, so that we
We push
arrive at our
each
goals
other
faster than we
to
ever
become
we
better.
ever imagined.
Incredible, incredible. Irene, are you here? What has been one thing that you have observed has been useful being part of the Got Backup community?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat the
What is
question?
one thing that you have seen to be useful in this community to you?
Yeah, so for God Backup, the training, in fact, I always love the trainings, especially training by Dr. Kewi. So was it last week we had one on ethics, and the first picture he showed on the baby lion, the cub, and then how do you see yourself as that baby cub sees itself as a lion. But most of us, because of our background, how we were brought up, adults are always right, children are always wrong. So you don't have the opportunity to challenge an adult. Even when the adult is wrong, you have to keep quiet and then do as they say. And so then you are not given the opportunity to explore and to see the world out there to be great. But then just live in the shadow of other adults, whether they are right or they are wrong. Well, it's our culture. So respect, not to be disrespectful, but at least give children the opportunity to also voice out, to say no. And then parents should ask why no and be able to agree to the no the children are saying. But no, you don't do that. Once mommy says it's final, once daddy says it's final. And so then even if what the children are learning is wrong, they grow up with that wrong idea because we are not giving them the opportunity to tell us what they know. And then also you are told not to mingle with strangers. But unfortunately, that has worried a lot of us. Money is from strangers. Money is not from family and friends. And so then we are not taught to relate well with strangers. But with this project, we realize that money is from strangers. So then now I'm learning to teach my children to be open to strangers, but know how to identify things that are harmful so that you know which stranger is harmful and which stranger is helpful. So they grow up knowing that they are not only supposed to depend on themselves and then on family, but to
Mm.
reach out to strangers, make friends with strangers, because all the connections, all the monies, all the things you need in this life are mostly from strangers. So go out there, make friends, make a lot of friends. So I'm really loving this about the trainings in God Backup.
Wow. So the personal development is really, really, and when you quantify it, I mean, what you see, when you say that you are loving it, okay, it's like somebody has given you $100,000 and you are loving it. Because what it does to your brain is that your joy, your utility cannot be measured in monetary terms. But if we are to measure it in monetary terms, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't calculate that benefit. Okay. So for example, if you see a man and the man says that I will marry you, or the man says that I will not marry you, but I'll give you 100,000. Which one really will you really go for? You know, especially when you like everything about this person. Because when you actually allow the man to marry you, you are going to get more joy and the income will come. And people don't see that there is benefit in knowledge that you acquire here. And that knowledge can help you multiply and duplicate whatever income or whatever other resources that you have. So to say that there's, I mean, Fulera made a point that there's it's a personal development with a compensation plan attached to it. It's a very, very useful thing. Okay? So thank you very much. And what do you see as the benefit of the community itself? The getting to know people within the 156 countries.
This is one of the amazing, in fact, this is the largest connection I've ever put in myself. I'm a nurse, but I know that the nursing, I can only do it in Ghana. If I should move to Togo, UK, I have to write exams before I do it, before I become a nurse there. So I know I'm restricted. This is a platform I've been given that I can connect to what? People in 156 good countries. Whatever I want to do. One thing is that I should be known in the community. I'm talking to everybody, everyone here. Become a known face in the community. As people get to know you, whatever additional thing you want to do, if maybe you're a business person, we have people who are into imports and exports, and you are popular in this, not popular, but you are a known face. Over the years, your integrity will be seen. Who will people go to do business? All of us, almost all of us are doing something before starting this, and we want to scale up. This is a platform we've been given that if we are able to succeed here and people see our integrity, it has given us the room, because this is not the only thing we do in life. The other things that we'll do. So if they want to, for instance, you sell something, if you sell something and they know that you are a person of integrity, the person will come to you to buy from you rather than go to an outsider. You want to go to a country for a school, there are people here who are in those countries. You can make inquiries for them and they will give you the reality on the ground. You are not paying for it. It is free information, just because you've decided that you would show yourself in this what community, this stage. You will make your relevance know. You will give value to people, and eventually, as you do that, your value will multiply, and it will always bring something back to you. And this is what you can get for free in this community without paying for it. So if you are here, you don't have anyone you even know in Togo or anything, this is the best opportunity for you. I always get angry when people say whom you know. Everybody, you can create your own network. By creating it, what? Get to know people and keep adding to your own network. Eventually, over the years, you realize that you have a very big network that you can't even imagine that you've created. This is what I see on this platform that we are in.
That is very, very powerful, and that is really, really so true. I want to just touch on the income. I know that we are making income, but I'm making so much income, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm grateful to God that the first time I became part of this, and people told me that I'm wasting my life and my time, I did not listen to people. If you listen to negative-minded people, you won't leave. You won't leave. Sometimes if you don't take care, you even go and drink DDT. If you listen to people, especially people who have not made it, people who have not made. See, let me tell you something, Benjamin. If you are running this business, this project, and you speak to Bill Gates, he will tell you, move on, keep going. If you talk to Elon Musk, he will tell you, don't listen to the negative mind, keep going. If you speak to Canada, Japan, he will tell you, forget them, just move on. If you listen to Dangote, Dangote will talk to you. You tell the Dangote, I'm doing this. You tell you, keep on going. But you go and talk to your nana brother something. He said, what? This kind of scam thing. This kind of fake thing. don't go and put your money somewhere. You will see pepper. That is the mentality. People who have grown up in life and have achieved the apex of their Rubicon, these people, when they see you, they'll tell you, they'll edge you on. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because they went through that same thing to get to where they are. So if you let negative-minded opinion, ignorant people, people who are not aware of where the world is trending, if you let them talk you down, you won't leave. You won't leave. And that is what I boldened myself and told myself, I will not let anybody, because anybody who is speaking negatively of this, that person, I'm better than a person. I'm progressing than the person. And that is why, watch the caliber of people. If you see some of the people that were in the list that we showed, you will see that most of the people here, okay, you check, most of the people are accomplished. Some of them are directors of hospitals. Some of them are CEOs of companies. Some of them are professors. Some of them are top leading entrepreneurs. Some of them are, super powerful people in their own. Some of them are big reverend ministers and pastors, people of high acclaim, and they are here. They are doing this project. Do not let the empty barrel actually stop you from achieving. You were created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is creative. God has already put manna on earth. Yours is to collect the manna. If you are waiting for God to show another more of his scratching powers in your life, he has already done his part. Aaron, what is your final message to those who are in and those who are coming?
Well, my final message is for those who are coming, join now. GotBackUp, I'll call it a passport to the world. As Prof mentioned, there are lots of professionals in this community. So just imagine you just reaching out to any of the professionals, and then you only have to say, I am a member of GotBackUp, and they are willing and ready. The last time I WhatsApped Dr. Dorothy, all I had to say was, I am Irene, a member of GotBackUp, and she was excited to help me. And so if you need any form of help, please join GotBackUp. Every professional is in this community, and they will be willing and glad to help you out. And the money is up for grab. You just have to do the work, and then you get money. As we indicated in the beginning, don't shrink your dreams. Start dreaming again, and with GotBackUp, your dreams are achievable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. When you go back up, your dreams are achievable. I'm just under 2 years. I'm not even 2 years. And yet the kind of things I've seen and achieved within this project is just incredible. Linda, I won't lie to you. It's just incredible. That's why even though I'm in the UK here, doing some big things here, I'm still doing Go Back Up as if I have nothing. Don't toy with it. Don't joke with it. If there is anything that will help you, I'm begging you, this could be it. Maybe throughout your entire life, before you die, this might be the only thing that you should have done before you died. Because the way the world, you look at your parents and your brothers and your sisters and other things, it's not easy there. It's tough. So don't toy with this. Do it as if that is all you have. Okay. And what is your final message?
If you are on the fence, there are people who have been here several times, keep wondering, should I not? The fact is that anything you have that is working on phone, know that what is for the future. Anything that you have that if you are not doing anything that you can get through your phone right now, please, this is the best one you can add to it. And as you grow, you realize that as we grow, you grow with it, and your knowledge will keep increasing. If you're already here, it's so important that when you get on board, decide that you become a learner. Even if you don't understand anything, you are tabula rasa. Decide that you will learn in a year's time, and set yourself that even if you grow 0.00% a day each day, by next year you would have grown a lot more than you are right now. Don't come and sit down expecting money will fall. It doesn't happen anywhere. It is the work you put in that will bring the money out. Decide you will work, put in the work, and you start seeing the fruits coming out of it. Let's work together. This is growing whether we decide to do it or not. That is the
Thank you
little I
so much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, God willing, we are going to meet here again at 5 p.m. People are going to chill. They are going to have fun. Bring them here at 5 p.m. to come and listen to wisdom from above, to come and listen to how they can increase the value in their life. Remember, please, value is anything that is useful to the user. You said it. You cannot have this mobile phone and say that you are broke. You can't. Some people have posh mobile phones, iPhone this, iPhone that, and yet they are challenge. It's not easy, challenge. How can you be having iPhone 14, iPhone 15, and say it's not easy? How can you even use the word I am broke? Never use that word in your life, because you whatever you think about, it expands. You become what you think about most of the time. Okay, tell yourself, I am wealthy. I am wealthy beyond measure. Speak positivism into your life. You see, your subconscious mind doesn't take anything for a joke. If you say that you are beautiful in your head, even if you are not beautiful, people will see you what? Beautiful. Because you magnetize the conditions you seek. You magnetize the conditions you seek. Don't say that it's hard. Don't say that I can't. Leave those negativity words in the sea. You were created in God's image. Come on. God, if you're in God's image and God is looking into a mirror, he sees his image. Who is in that image? You. You are God. So why do you belittle yourself? Why do you think that I can do it and you cannot do it? What makes you feel that? What makes you so positive that you can't do it? Leave that thing. That has been your curse since you were born. We teach you how to reprogram your mental state and condition. See, poverty is a choice. Wealth is a choice. Both of them are human choices. Nothing is from nothing negative is from God. Wealth is from God. So, and when I say wealth, I don't mean income. I mean knowledge. That's why Hosea 4 verse 6 says, lack of knowledge. My people are struggling and perishing. So anytime you are struggling, you are perishing. You are not doing well in spirituality. You are not doing well in your marriage. You are not doing well in your business. You are not doing well in your finances. It simply means that you lack the requisite knowledge to navigate around the issue. And the more you don't learn on how to do that thing well, the more you don't learn, the more you struggle. That is why there are so many struggling accountants. There are so many struggling professors. They got all the degrees, but they are broke and broken. There's so many struggling doctors, so many struggling teachers, so many struggling lawyers, so many struggling everything. Why? Why are they still struggling after all the superfluous achievement they have gotten? Because they are not getting knowledge. But the professor says he's gotten knowledge. The medical doctor says he's gotten. No, knowledge is not academic knowledge. School is general. Education is personal. Education comes from the root word educere, which means to draw from within. To be properly educated, you need mentorship. You need someone, a giant who has grown through what you're about to go through, to be able to succeed. So each time you are not moving on the way, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, after my entire PhD, I have 5 degrees. After that, I had to pay somebody, and I spoke about it, to mentor me. The person that didn't even have PhD. The person, I said, mentor me, teach me. I don't understand why upon all this, I'm still like that. I paid to be mentored. And that opened the black box for me. And I can see trends and I can see way. That is why so many intelligent people are struggling around. Do not joke. And later on, you'll come to learn, when you're part of this community, you come to later learn that you will, when you do a business, God blesses you more. I'm putting that on record. Take it from me, and it's the truth. When you do a business, God blesses you more because God blesses business. It is scriptural. Go and check the records. Genesis chapter 13, verse 2. Okay, King Solomon was a businessman. Abraham was a businessman. Isaac was a businessman. Jacob was a businessman. If you are there and you're only doing job, and you don't add a business to it, You are in something we call a quagmire of slavery. That is why God had to take his Israelites from Egypt, because they were employees. He had to take them and took them to Canaan. When they got to Canaan, he made sure that everybody was given a land according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And in your land, you were supposed to take care of the crops and the animal. You were to own the land. You were never to sell the land. You were to be a businessman. Read the book called The Jewish Phenomenon. The Jews are the descendants of the Israelites. And that is why Peter, all of those people were all doing businesses, fishing business. Fishing business was so great that John, on the day that Jesus died, he told John to take care of Mary. And Mary, he took John to his own house. So, guys, if you're not doing a business, you are not godly, more or less. You are not following the godly principles. That is another training that we shall give you. So understand that even if you are doing a job, have something you own. They will never teach you this in the classroom. They will teach you this in a mentorship program like we have now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much indeed, all of you, for coming. I'm seeing some, aren't you seeing some great comments and things here? People are writing some incredible comments. Peter Lawenyanam said, what you think about expanse, okay? What you think about expanse? Benjamin has been super intelligent. So one thing about a brain is that it doesn't know the difference between serious statement and a complete joke. You are so right, my boy. Okay, so the negative things you say to yourself, even if you are joking, is picked up. Puta, you are speaking my language. There's something in the brain called a reticular activating system. Okay, and that thing, okay, it is in between your cerebellum and your cerebrum. And that is what we are talking about here. People don't know. So sometimes you say, when you tell somebody, hey, you are Rachel, say, me, I'm not Rachel. Look at you. That word, I'm not Rachel, you know what you have done? Your reticular activating system has made it expanded. Your brain will magnetize that thing. You will never ever be it. And you see yourself, okay? So when you talk to wealthy people and you tell them, hey, Master, you are living the dream, you know what they tell you? We are trying. They will never say, I'm not living the dream. They say, we are trying. We are trying. Why do you say that? Oh, I'm not rich, I'm not wealthy, I'm broke, oh, I'm not beautiful. Hey, you are very beautiful. Oh, I'm not beautiful. Who does that? That you get negative things on are what you accept in your life. Start looking into the mirror. Start telling people, haven't you ever seen a very ugly girl? That girl, everybody can see her that she's not even that beautiful. But the way she walks, like that, and all the men are calling her. Why are they calling her? Because she has carried herself as a epitome of beauty. That is why the men see her as beauty. You see all the men flocking after her. Okay. But a beautiful girl, who is a very beautiful girl, because she doesn't respect herself as beautiful, you see the husband always punching her as a bad. Always people are beating her. People don't even respect her. You are the very definition of how you carry yourself. And your mind. And the same thing goes with poverty. The same thing goes with, spirituality. If you want to build your spirituality, you want to build your wealth, if you want to build your business, you need that revolutionary mental gymnastics changed completely. Benjamin, you are super. Okay. Flora says, passing over opportunities repeated. That is poor. That's an acronym for poor. Roland says, thank you very much, ladies. It's a wonderful presentation. Alberto says, wisdom is power. Applied knowledge is power. So good. Ladies and gentlemen, today it's your day. Today you have been exposed. For those of you who are new, there was a guy who was saying that it is his first time. He doesn't know how to start. Please speak to the person who has invited you here and tell that person that, look, I want to give it a try. Let me see. Give it a try. Stay on it for 2 years. Give it a try. And I want to say, stay on it and do it consistently for 2 years. It will break through. At your breaking point is your breakthrough. It will break through. Sometimes we do it haphazardly. We do it like, oh, I'm trying to see, if it works. Mother, that's not the kind of thing you should do this thing. It's not the kind of thing where it works. Do it with your all. Do it with your energy. Do it with your everything. It will reward you more than your job. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, if you sacrifice for this thing, it will reward you more than your job. Because you are among the few people to have started. That's how Facebook started. So thank you all very much indeed for coming here. It's been a pleasure having everyone here. Let's go tell the world that we still have a better way. Thank you, Enyanam. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Albert, Fulara, Kelvin. Fulara, today the network hasn't been that good for you at all. You have been going on and off. So we hope that it will come back again next time. Thank you all very much indeed. See you tomorrow, 5 p.m. GMT. We will meet here with your friends. Invite them. Tell them after they are chilling, they should come and listen to the good news. Have a wonderful evening. And bye-bye.